Yep.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. Yogi Bear, aka All Natty Yogi in the building. Today I take you inside the making of my center. He's an athletic finisher. I got drafted to the Phoenix Suns first round. I'm about 4 or 5 games in, I believe, so I thought I'd decide to record it. Let me know if y'all like what's going on in this. Basically, we out here. We playing for a tough Phoenix team. We trying to be the new king in town, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be the next Shaquille O'Neal out here. But we grinding. That's how we does it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more of these videos to be uploaded. And rock with the All Natty Nation, cut. Let's get into it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to
Get
2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the New Orleans Pelicans.
Rebounds a game, though.
Well, for the Pelicans,
We out here. We undefeated.
they're up over the 500 mark so
New
far,
Kings in
3-2
town.
on the young
Lead the
season.
Suns to the
A
playoffs,
decent enough start, and one they're hoping to improve on with a win in tonight's contest.
Hopefully lead the Suns to
And the Suns have
playoffs.
gone back to their up-tempo style, a lot of
Not my
7
cup of
seconds
tea,
or less
but,
type
hey,
of
man,
play
I got drafted
last
to 'em. I
season.
gotta
Is this
give
a
'em
good
my
look for
time.
them?
Well, it's part of franchise history. Started with Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, the Brazilian Blur. You know, it happened especially in their most successful era. You know, they've proven that when you play big games at the up-tempo style, you can win a lot of games like that.
And I'm older than you, Shaq, so it was even with Kevin Johnson. It was
Oh,
even,
it was?
Oh, yeah, no question. Paul Westphal, even
man.
back in those days, and the Van Arsdale brothers. I mean, this is there's been a history of playing in the Valley of the Sun, up-tempo, and they're doing it again this year.
Do you think
Gotta
I can
put this
toss to
dub
Kevin
together
Harlan
against
in
these
7
Suns.
seconds or less?
What you
think
said.
you can?
Well, count it down for me.
7, 6.
Now time to go to
5,
Kevin Harlan
4,
as they get ready
3, 2,
for the opening
1.
tip.
New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. A good game here would get this road trip started confidently for the Suns. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
And seeing where the Suns are, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
Well, how could you? They're a team that's actually...
And before we get...
Hey, Kevin, well, most of the attention in this year's draft has gone to Prez, but Justice Young has shown he could be the steal of the draft. Passed on by many due to his size, he has shown early that he can go toe-to-toe with any other guard in the league. And his team just raves about his work ethic and his willingness to be coached. Not bad for a player every team passed on the...
Thank you, David. Young, just the latest steal to come as a second-round pick.
Well, guys like Draymond Green and Marc Gasol were second-rounders as well, and there are some great players in the league that were passed over early.
And so much can change between now and the end of the season. Brent, have you ever? Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here is Ulis. Offensive rebound. Here's Swanson. And
Let me just take that up in the paint.
Here in the first quarter.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Bledsoe outside. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Bledsoe's got 7 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Holiday dishes to Crawford. Back to Holiday. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Crawford. The Pelicans making a switch here. Frazier's checked in. Crawford kicks to Pondexter. So they take the lead. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And a big-time run there. They are peaking at the right time here to take the lead.
Len sets a screen for Prez. Knight for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And just the
Other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
Well, we really did see an all-out effort for them defensively that night. I'll remember that win much more for the quality of their defense more than anything else.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Chris pass to Swanson. Now the feed to Len. And Young kicks to Knight. The Suns need to get a shot off. Lets it go from the wing. Kept alive with the clock.
Let's go.
Down.
Rebound.
Prez there just punishing the rim.
Box him out,
You
baby.
love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
Here's Davis.
And got that.
Good, but hold
Oh,
on.
wow.
The officials
He made
look at
that.
that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did
Nothing
they
I
get the
could have
basket
done
off in
about
time?
that. Shit.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster
They're
than
gonna
ever.
count
You know,
that?
why not?
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And
Yep.
Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the...
Behind every player is a story. Earlier, we caught up with Brett.
Yeah, you know, after my dad passed away, it was tough. He was always encouraging me to think long term, always pushing me to be my best. And my mom had to support my love for basketball enough for the both of them when he was gone. And yeah, man, I know if he saw me today, he'd be proud. I miss you, Dad, but I know you're watching. You better be.
Well, I'm sure he is. A player's family life, guys, can have such a big impact on their career.
Absolutely. Knowing you have the love and support of the people closest to you, I think it's a huge motivator to keep getting better. Even though Prez endured some hardship, I think he was able to overcome it and develop into a special player because of that. And he's right. His dad would be proud.
Nah, fam.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Let's go.
Like that conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Tim Frazier. And the Suns making a change here as well. Warren's checked in.
And the Suns now are clearly in rebuild mode. I mean, they thought going into the year they'd be able to compete, but last season they had to blow things up, and then you had the injuries as well. So turmoil within this team has led them to look more to the future.
And with the Suns transitioning into a rebuilding team, they do have, they feel, some great young talent to build around.
And it starts with Devin Booker. He looks like he can be a star in this league. Have also done a good job of collecting first-round picks to help accelerate the rebuilding process.
And Prez really might be superhuman. A lot of ownership changeover as well.
You sure have.
Are not willing to be as patient with the coaching staffs that they put in place. And that doesn't allow guys to develop in the same system over and over.